To kick things off this week, we are starting with another Twitch highlight video. This time it's going to be me uniting the houses some more. I need to remind you that Unite the Houses is still a thing, and I was doing it over the weekend, having a lot of fun doing it, and I need you all to help me. I'm on a quest. I want to get Unite the Houses nerfed, so if you're watching this, go make it happen. Play Unite. Raise those banners. Confuse new players. Make them run to Reddit and say, I just lost and I don't know how. Devs, please nerf. Just help me on my crusade to get Unite the Houses nerfed. Not because it needs it, but because it deserves it. And with that, here's the games. As always, quick caveat. You're going to hear me talk to Twitch chat. Might sound weird or out of context because I didn't edit this beyond, you know, stringing the games together. So enjoy, and thanks for watching. I hope to catch you in the next video. Where were you when I was at QuakeCon trying to convince actual good players that they should be playing Unite? Like, I was begged Thuldir. I was like, Thuldir, Karakhan, take my list and correct it. Yeah, I can share after this one, Vector. I just made some new changes. I don't know if they're changes that I'm going to be happy with or not, but I actually removed the lightning bolts from the last version that I was running. I should have thrown this back too. Should have thrown that back too. I was running 4 lightning bolts just for defensive prophecies, and they were great when you used them as defensive prophecies, but they were pretty clunky in your hand otherwise, so I think we just be reactive here. And so I replaced them with one tinkering as like a Hail Mary for red, one Wabbajack, and one Altar of Despair to help me churn through and find some of those early game cards are actually pretty good. Like if you can alter and rip a Harpy, even when you use altar the first turn you play it, you fetch Mud Crab, which again hopefully helps find colors for you.
This one will hunt you down.
Okay. Well, let's do this too. We got a lot of ways to make endurance at the moment, so trying to D up in the field lane makes sense. Ideally, we would like to see them ring out a Hand of Dagoth here. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, why would you ever hope for that? Well, it's because I want to play a Javelin on it. But I guess we'll just Javelin this instead. And I wanted to play the Javelin just because I want to be able to iron a Javelin back and get some value there.
We must remain steadfast.
Well, that's not very kind. How dare you, sir? Let's actually do this.
So little time.
Have business with House Halalu.
Bushwhack. I was all excited because it was red, but was not one of the zero-cost reds we were hoping for.
A dark omen.
You want Nord Firebrand and or improvised weapon. Oh no. They went and conjured
So many purses.
that
so
Elfique. Oh, that
little
was a good
time.
rip.
Have business with House Halalu.
Calm is also not much of a help here. Does keep my 2 creatures alive. But I also could just use Bushwhack to get rid of this. Yeah, let's go with the Calm. There's a bit of a tough call there. You know, we've had a lot of shots to get red. They haven't popped up yet. We also still need a Unite to top deck. That's really it. We just need to find red and Unite at this point, and then we're pretty much covered.
Try something. You won't live to regret.
You have met your end.
Alright. Technically, Jarl is red.
This one warned you.
Technically, that is also a Unite. I need to stay alive, though. I can stay alive if I play on Kano.
I have many important things
So if we do this,
Khajiit is having a good night.
this means that Bushwalk becomes playable. So this goes here. This means this goes here.
My business is none.
But now I'm still 2 turns away from lethal, because I need to play this, let the red card survive. So I need them to have a pretty lackluster turn here. Or top deck like a Harpy would be pretty good. Because this is going to put a guard over here. I have moderate control of field lane. So if I could develop Jarl. Wow, they are playing a Jarl. Okay.
By your command.
Not what I was expecting to see from my opponent.
We Nords are the Empire.
I think I'm still dead though.
Awaiting orders.
This actually might have been a mistake on my part. Three. That can. So like I can trade here and not break the rune. And then still be able to do it next turn as long as this survives. Yeah, he got it from Razum, because that was the card I drew. It just wasn't what I was expecting. So we have to hope they don't have a lot of burst here.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
And I think they got me.
I have my orders.
Lightning Bolt or Cliff Racer gets it done, sadly.
You'll all come to regret this day.
Behold, my magnificent monster.
Wow. Alright, so we have blue, yellow, red, which means we need purple and green. So this gets us our purple.
Move we can't anticipate. The black
This gets us our green, and this raises banners. Just a solid, solid way to start the evening, I think. 3 Unites in my next. I mean, we started the night 2-0 on Unite, and that one likely should have been another win. I probably made a misplay before when I used the javelin, and I definitely made a misplay. I checked the discard pile and everything. That's why we need a banish pile. I checked the discard pile, and I was like, nope, that was the other game that we played where the person played the monthly reward card. And then I was wrong, and then that 100% cost me the game. So let's also, like, be clear about that pretty terrible throw on my part. Where I was just like, oh, here's a guy that's gonna let you draw 2 more cards.
I'll send them all to oblivion.
Okay.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
So Jarl is at least a source of red. Ideally, we'd like to find like one of these with this, and then we just hunt for Unite.
Stands ever ready.
Have to do better than that to trick me.
Well, I mean, technically this is red, so we take it.
My scale.
It's more expensive than we would like, but we'll take it. So the real target with this, if you're trying to do everything from hand, right? So meaning if you have 12 Magicka and you want to win straight from hand, your goal is to get a red card that costs 2 or less.
You can tell them you thought of it.
Hello, Moss. Now, that's if you're playing one of your endurance makers that costs 4, because there are a number of them in the deck. So in this situation now, because we found Barrowstalker, technically to do it from hand, we need something that is red and 4 or less. So sadly, these 2 options still don't meet that criteria, but we're getting closer. Because again, you want to play Battle Reeve, that's 5. Unite, that ends up being 8. So you need something 4 or less if you want to go down that path. Here we play the Camel. Interesting. We know that he's a slower deck, so I think we take the Ice Storm here, because Skeleton would just be okay as an endurance creator, but we already have one that costs 2, so I think that's off the table. So it's just a matter of Ice Storm versus Debilitate. This one costs less, while technically being slightly more potent, so yeah, I know we have Ice Storm, but the only time that Debilitate against the deck we're playing against is going to be better is if they play a Daggerfall. Like, that's literally the only time.
So many beautiful things for potions.
That's kind of nice.
My power is not
Alright,
orders.
let's do this just to force something out of him. Yeah. Let's make him think that we're a real deck here. Or Alfiq. I mean, Ice Storm I think is better against Alfiq because it kills the flame. That's a good pickup.
Open wide.
Alright, I guess we just do this. Alright, we're just on that mission again, gang. We just have to find Unite and then try to make it happen. I mean, there are more ward creatures. I just don't suspect that this deck runs it. If they do, they maybe run Breton, but I sincerely doubt they're gonna be running Breton without some sort of self-activator. Like, I'll tell you what. I will concede it was a mistake if we see them play Breton Conjurer and they do not activate it. Alright, we found Unite. So that's fantastic. So I just need either Cradle Crush or the red creature from Jarl to survive. So we're gonna do it this way. Let's hope they don't have the javelin. Hey, Greg. That's basically the thing that we lose to here. Well, maybe they're in Dawn's Wrath or something, but
By Arcade's beard, stay back.
uh-oh. So, Channeled Storm, Lightning Bolt. Again, we just need it to survive. All right, we're fine. So we could do this, and we raise some banners, boys. 3 and 1.
Of the living.
Oh, hey, it's Wild Speaker from Causa. Hello. Alright, so prophecies go back. We're playing against somebody with red. And I think we keep any 2-drop to contest in case they are aggro. Vodka or beer? I just grabbed a beer. Normally my go-to is cider, because I don't like really drink often, and when I do it's 100% for taste. So right now this is a Blue Moon Honey Wheat, but typically it's ciders for me. We're gonna wait, see if there's a better firebolt target, and then get the trigger on this pawnbroker. Hey, 31 Fox, how am I doing tonight? I was not feeling well earlier today, so I'm still like, you know, kind of getting over that. Oh wow, they might have helped me out. Amazing. But tonight's fun. Lots of ups and downs. We're trying to play Unite the Houses. We started the night with an impressive 3 and 1 on it, but our last like 3 games have been just pretty unlucky. But we're hoping to change that around.
With House Halalu.
Yeah, we'll hold on to that for now. Could be an easy source of plot later on. Next turn is likely developing this so that we can try to find a cheap red card. Yeah, he also got Drain Life. Yeah, that was the other sequence, right? He also had Drain Life, which was enough to go for the lethal. Like, everything about that last sequence was horrendously bad on our end. You know you want to take that value trade.
You will die where you stand.
How dare you. Hey, I'm glad I kept the easy plot trigger, though.
Just give me a name.
Alright, we're gonna have to give him a contract out of it, though.
You can tell them you thought of it.
I mean, at least it's a decent usable guard. Not the cheap red we were hoping for, but right now, against this particular list, I think we're just trying to survive more than anything. Your coworker quit? Well, you should be more likable, zombie. How dare you?
It's nothing personal.
My scales move in shadow.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Alright.
The Night Mother will guide us.
Okay. Sure. I see. It's a great time to top deck a javelin, that's for sure. It's a great time to be in the top decking of javelins as a business. Rapid shot.
Feel the Night Mother's love.
I will cut your purse and your throat.
Alright, so here... if we do this, I'm still on the hunt for a cheap red card. I know that I really want to develop this, but I'm just trying to not die first. Yeah, I mean, I am too, Corey. I'm pumped for any tournaments to be returning. The more tournaments, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Cliff Racer. Stop, like, playing good cards. Alright, at least that lets me finally get rid of this Thieves Guild recruit that's been around for what feels like years.
The Black Hand sees all.
And let's see if we can find something that's red now. Well, at least now we know they run Swift Strikes. We have to plan around that. That was not the red card we were hoping to see, though. We wanted something that was going to be red on the board. There's a lot more than just one zombie. I assume that many people I know are possessed by a Strix. Interesting that they did nothing there.
There is murder in the air.
Mud crab. I mean, technically this is red. Oh, technically it is red. Oh, you beautiful mud crab. No one ever bites at that one? Fine, I'll do it again. Are you ready? Here we go.
I didn't come here alone.
Did you know at least one person you know is possessed by the spirit of an owl? Who? Who? Zombie? Who? That make you feel better, mate?
What have we here?
You can tell them you.
All right, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Oh, Bushwhack is actually perfect here.
We know.
Oh no, the cover. It's not perfect. I'm bad. I'm so bad at this game. For some reason, I thought Bushwhack also ignored cover. Tells you how often I played Bushwhack. I've just let Aeolus down somewhere. Somewhere Aeolus just shuddered.
I swear.
Alright, so if I play... So we got blue and green. So I play this and this next turn. That's 6, and then unite. So yeah, we're fine.
They won't even see my blade coming.
This is where they, like, I don't know, play something that wipes my whole board. Because that's the way the last, like, 3 games have went. Right when we're on the cusp of winning.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Alright, all signs point to this being okay. So you just go
What did you
ambusher,
expect? A friendly greeting?
do this, and we can
Halt, I say.
discard the beetle, sure. Then you raise those banners!
Awaiting your command.
Raise those banners. Ebonheart, huh? Wow, there's at least 233 legends so far. I'm so late to the party. You know, with the ring, I really feel like I keep Wabbajack here. But we'll let it go. I have to understand that my bias sometimes is just that I like Wabbajack. Well, the number of times I've got is crazy in Arena. Whoa! Willard gifting subs. Hello, Willard. It's been a bit. But I'm happy to see you. Can we all appreciate how awesome Willard is? That is a lot of pawnbroking going on.
I will keep Sotha Sil's people alive.
Yeah, I'm doing well, I think, overall.
I will end you.
Ups and downs, but that's life.
If I fall, the East will reclaim me.
Have business with House Halalu.
We're gonna keep that so that next turn we can use it to trigger the other 2.
Repel the Outlanders. Chaos take you.
Well, that's just very unkind.
Nothing will trace back to us.
I think we discard that one.
Have business with House Halalu. Have business with House Halalu.
Wow. It's a lot of whiffing. It's a lot of whiffing. Dragon Ebonheart.
Outlanders. I will end you.
Alright.
Have to do better than that to trick me.
None of those are red, gang. So the hits just keep on coming. Let's go ahead and do that. I could just get rid of this and leave the Galen up, I suppose. I just have to use a lot of resources to do that, and I'm not a fan, so just do that. Yeah, it's more about the fact that, like, when you see this, you know it's dragons. That annoys me. It's okay, though. It's an okay ice storm. So technically this gives us red, so we still need to find the other pieces. This can find us a unite, and then we'll just need to find... What? Hist Grove is... Oh, and never mind, that doesn't actually find us unite anymore. Need to find Battle Reeve then?
Holding on to anything interesting?
Those are still... not red. Our opponent is running Munda Stone, huh? I want to take Munda Stone because it's memes, but also, if I'm being honest, I want to take it because it has a chance to ward the red creature from Jarl. We're gonna take it. Because let's be honest here, gang. We're playing Unite the Houses. It's not like we're trying to win anyway. Well, I was gonna play Laneth this turn, but somebody's making me play Mummify. Well, this helps. Don't need to play Laneth anyway, as long as that finds me a Battle Reeve.
Should've just let me pick the pocket.
Alright, so we have the Battle Reeve. We have a cheap source of endurance. We just need to play this and have the 3-1 survive.
Witness the power of undeath.
We Nords are the Empire.
So we're gonna do this,
At your command.
In Skyrim.
and then we're going to transform Jarl. And transform this. And suppress this, because I don't want them to get even more blood magic. And then pray. We have 2 red creatures. We just need one of them to survive, realistically.
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
Your blood will feed my magic.
So this should be it. So here's how you get things done. We do this, then we do this to override it. This will give us endurance. And so now we have 3, 4, 5 different colors, and we raise those banners. There's just something really satisfying about raising banners. Because the games are shorter, the impact, the weight of your decisions actually have a greater impact ratio throughout the course of the game. Your resources are likely to be more relevant because, again, your opponent is going to have far more of them. And, yeah, I guess we'll keep... No, we'll send this back because they're not playing red. And if I'm being honest, like, reactive control decks, to me, feel far more brainless, if you will, because you're literally just waiting for your opponent to do something and then stop it. And, like, that's your entire decision tree. Did they play something? Yes. Can I kill it? Yes. Then you do it. Alright, so they're on the combo deck. Find me something cheap and red. Actually... It's not cheap, but they're probably not running support removal, so that'll be a safe investment. And now we just got to get there, gang.
I stand ready.
You think it's better to be inclusive? How dare you, sir? So yeah, this looks like it's the like support control monk popularized by Mr. Einie. Yeah, we'll take the tempo loss just to get that out there. Listen, players can be brainless and make lots of misplays. But when you say something like brainless aggro deck, that's not saying, hey, this one opponent I played was brainless. You're making an all-inclusive statement about, like, an entire player base. You know what I mean? Like, that's wildly different.
Speak, citizen.
Only go face? Well,
Vengeance.
I'll try to draw their fire.
I mean, but if that's the way the deck's being played, then that's not them being brainless. You could argue that's them being very intelligent and understanding that that's exactly the way the deck is supposed to be played, and then playing it properly. Like, that's not brainless. It's like saying saying 90% of Control Tribunal decks just spot removal everything that you play. Sure. Going face does take brains, actually. It would be more brainless if you didn't do the right thing. I mean, listen, if you're going to be reductive, then everything is brainless. That's my point. Alright, so you make endurance. And we have the unite. So we just win now, right? No, I need to play you, and then next turn I can win off of the tinkering, I think. Yeah, so instead we go like this.
For potions.
Alright. So next turn we hope to win.
I swear vengeance.
That actually creates a bit of a problem for us. I needed the other creature. Because I don't have a way to self-sacrifice without transforming that or targeting something else with the tinkering. So instead here, I think we just take the debilitate to slow him down, right? Yeah. No, I don't want to say hi, treated.
This one will be going, yes.
Try something. You won't live to regret. This one.
Yeah, I suppose I could tinker their stuff. I always forget that you can do that. I very rarely play tinker.
The Night Mother will guide us.
But it looks like they might do my job for me. Alright, so it doesn't matter. Alright. So we have endurance. And we have this. So we just raise our banners. How you doing, buddy? It's nothing against you personally, it's just more of like as a general rule of thumb, I don't usually do like viewer request games, because the few times that I have done it, then that's all I've done for the rest of the night. Because like if I do it for somebody, then I have to do it for everybody. Also, it's usually pretty unfun to just lose on stream over and over to people that stream snipe or they queue a deck knowing what you're playing that will hard counter it. Here's an aggro BM, prove you wrong. Well, I have no way that I can prove you wrong, Raven, because I'm not in control of their actions. So like, again, I appreciate your attempt, but what you're requesting of me is impossible. Yeah, but if Treated wants that, then they can just join my premium Snapchat, yo. Kappa. Kappa, no Kappa. Alright, so give me a red. Cheap red.
So little time.
Maybe red enough. Not really cheap enough to do it from hand, but might get us there. I mean, theoretically, if we find willpower, we could get there pretty quickly. I think aggro battle mage is good, Greg. If you check my VOD from the last stream, that's how I went from 5 to 3. Playing item battle mage. An aggressive item battle mage carried a very impressive win rate. Okay, how do we want to do this? Oh, split lanes. Oh, really? I mean, this helps a lot. Like, that helps a lot.
The Black Hand sees
Step number 1 is to just survive. So let's do this first. This gets me 2 colors on the board. No endurance, but next turn we can battle reeve in this. Though I really would like to get, I think, this going first. Although we can wait till turn 6. I think this wants to come down on turn 6 more than anything.
Too slow.
Because we're likely trying to set up a scenario where we can play Battle Mace and then Unite. I think that's the most likely scenario. This actually helps quite a bit. This would cover me on the endurance. Yeah, let's do this.
There. Halt, I say.
And I think at this point, we're least likely to end up playing you.
Awaiting your command.
Don't play Apex anymore? I play Apex, just not super often.
Too slow.
Alright, I gotta be honest, that's pretty annoying because I need that thing to survive. They actually kind of did me dirty with that play. I mean, I could slap down the mace and just hope that it survives, but then if they actually have removal, we just on 100% lose in that scenario. But if I play this, this might be enough to bait the removal more. Potentially leaving the mace as viable. This is a really tough decision here. I think this is probably correct. I was hoping to get something like Paralyzed to just lock the Berserker down. Because our biggest issue right now is that if this thing dies, then we're back to square one with trying to find exactly what we need, so kind of all in on that.
Keep your distance.
Can you jump in the lobby? Oh, come on. Probably not, because I was gonna do ranked king.
Too slow.
That was exactly what I was afraid of. Do we just lose now? Am I that far behind? This goes here, that can set up a full clear, but then I'm back to square one because I'll still need red. Yeah, but you also reduce the number of points that you can get per game.
Than your eyes.
So I think we're just back to square one, sadly.
Vita Oriel.
Attack!
Alright. We'll reset it. You like that impromptu coaching? So we need to try to pickpocket and find something that's cheap and red.
Looks like it is time for the muscles.
That is not great for us.
Holding on to anything interesting?
That'll do it. That'll do it quite well. So, to pull off the combo now, we will need, what? 3, 4, 8, 11 to do it entirely from hand. Or, if I don't think he can deal me 18, I can cut that down pretty reasonably here. I just want to make sure that what I eat doesn't have guard, because I need it to hide in the shadow lane. Uh-oh, is it Dragonstar Rider OTK?
I come bearing gifts.
Is it Telekinesis OTK? Am I about to lose to Telekinesis? This could be a thing, gang.
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
It's 4 more. They only need 4 more damage. As long as this survives. It's a lot of damage. As long as this survives,
Test me! Wrath of the Emperor.
we're fine. Okay. That was dangerous, gang. So we cloak for red. This covers our other colors, and we raise those banners. So we were a little delayed by the reset, but it all worked out.